Okay. Salam alaikum, gentlemen. Welcome to our panel discussion. My name is Zhang Zekai, the moderator of today's discussion. Our topic is zero hunger, and the problem we are going to discuss is how to solve the hunger problem in Arab countries. According to the UNICEF data, the hunger rate in Arab countries is much higher than the world average, and the situation become worse and worse. A study conducted in the Cairo in 2022 showed that the hunger problem in Arab countries has seriously affected the United Nations effort to achieve zero hunger by 2030. So, solving this problem is significant for achieving zero hunger. And if you are the leader of an Arab country, how do you think you should solve this problem? Okay, now let me introduce the panelists who joined this discussion. The first one is Mr. Lu Jingming. Hello, Lu. Can you tell me your research direction?
Hello, Zekai. My research direction is that Arab countries can solve zero hunger by importing food.
Okay, thank you very much. The second one is Mr. Song Xuhao. Hello, Xuhao. What is your research direction?
Hello, Zekai. I'm in charge of scientific and technological analysis.
And the third one is Mr. Song Zhuoyang. Hello, Zhuoyang. What about yours?
Hello, Zekai. I'm Song Zhuoyang. My part focuses on the social protection aspect of zero hunger.
Okay, thank you. The last one is our Mr. Guo Jiaming. Hello, Guo. What is yours?
Hello, my research area is humanitarian aspect on zero hunger.
Okay, as well known, there are many reasons for food problem in Arab countries, such as poverty, war, climate, and so on. Among all research directions you have given, importing and exporting food is the fastest and most direct way to solve this problem. Luckily, Mr. Lu's research is on this way. Therefore, I would like to invite Mr. Lu to share the views on this with us. Hello, Lu.
Okay. In my opinion, when it comes to food issues, the Arab countries region is one of the most prominent regions in the world. Many countries here are constrained by arid climate, limited arable land, and water scarcity, resulting in insufficient food production capacity. Data shows that about 50% of the region's food relies on imports, with some countries even exceeding 70%. At the same time, global climate change and geopolitical conflicts have made achieving the goal of zero hunger more complex. Faced with these challenges, importing food has become an important means to solve food shortages. By opening up international trade and optimizing supply chains, Arab countries can obtain sufficient food supply from the global food market to alleviate local agricultural production shortages. That's all. Sorry, Zekai.
Your mic?
Your microphone.
Okay. Okay, I understand your point of view, but import and export are the transaction between countries. The country must have enough foreign exchange or exchangeable resources. For example, you want to buy my clothes, you must give me money or anything I want. However, the transportation costs also cannot be ignored. So I would like to ask Mr. Lu, what advantage do you think Arab countries have in this way? In other words, why do Arab countries have the ability to import food?
Firstly, Arab countries are located at important global trade hubs, with numerous natural ports and developed import and export infrastructure, giving them unique advantages in terms of cost and efficiency for food imports. For example, the Red Sea and the Suez Canal are key routes for international food trade. The Strait of Hormuz, the entrance and exit of Persian Gulf, is a strategic location for global energy and cargo transportation. Its geographical advantage enables Arab countries to quickly and efficiently import food from major food exporting countries such as the United States, Australia, and Russia. Egypt and other Arab countries have also brought a large amount of foreign exchange income to their countries through these globally important shipping channels. Secondly, Arab countries have multiple world-class ports equipped with modern grain storage and distribution facilities, further reducing transportation costs and food loss. And most importantly, Arab countries are the world's largest oil exporting regions. Oil exports not only bring considerable foreign exchange income to these countries, but also give them strong purchasing power in the international markets. Saudi Arabia earns hundreds of billions of dollars in foreign exchange every year through oil exports, which provide ample support for food imports. The United Arab Emirates utilizes oil revenue to invest in the global agricultural industry, such as purchasing agricultural land and food processing enterprises in Australia and Brazil, and establishing long-term supply channels. Therefore, based on the developed maritime conditions and strong oil and foreign exchange support in the Arab region, importing food is economically feasible and can quickly solve the problem of food shortage. Okay, Zekai.
Okay, very awesome. You mentioned that Arab countries have rich oil resource for trading, and Egypt and other countries have canals that can bring a large amount of foreign exchange income, which prove the ability of Arab countries to import food. You also mentioned that Arab countries have many ports, so it has low shipping cost, and it proves the feasibility of import and export. Excellent. You have proven your idea to be correct through two aspects. Okay, let's turn to the next panelist, Mr. Xu Hao. Xu Hao, I see your point is about technology. But when we discuss about technology, we often care about the food production. What do you think are the issues that affect food production in the Arab region? How to solve them through technology, Mr. Xu Hao?
Okay, Zakai. In my opinion, I think the most important factor is climate. Climate change in the Middle East has led to more severe droughts, less precipitation, and land becoming increasingly desert-like, making food production difficult. We can use technology to solve these problems, such as planting crops that are more drought and salt tolerant, monitoring soil and weather with drones and sensors, and building greenhouses to ensure stable yields. In addition, collecting rainwater and protecting soil can also make agriculture land more efficient. By collaborating with other countries and introducing hybrid rice with China and greenhouse technology from the Netherlands, it can also help the Middle East grow more food. These measures can alleviate the impact of climate change, make food production more stable, and ultimately help achieve the goal of no one going hungry. That's all.
Okay, you have clearly stated that climate is the main cause of low production, and we can solve it through the agricultural technology, such as China's hybrid rice and the Netherlands greenhouse technology. But technology must rely on the national condition of the country. So, what technology do you think is the most suitable based on the situation in every region? Mr. Xu Hao.
According to my analysis, I think the most effective technology for the Middle East Arab region is hybrid rice technology. Firstly, the relationship between Arab country and China is food. Arab countries in the Middle East have food, diplomatic, and economic relations with China. China has a strong willingness and support for cooperation in agriculture technology, which can provide strong guarantees for the introduction of hybrid rice technology. Secondly, the technology has been proven feasible. China's hybrid rice technology has developed comprehensively, is mature and efficient, which can be successfully implemented in multiple countries and regions. It not only increases in the yields per unit area, but also makes important contribution to food security in impoverished areas. The third is to meet the demand for stable food. Most Arab countries have a high consumption of rice, and hybrid rice can greatly improve local food self-sufficiency while meeting cultural and dietary needs. Finally, it has strong stress resistance. Hybrid rice has a wide adaptability, drought resistance, and salt alkali tolerance, making it very suitable for some harsh climate conditions in the Middle East. Therefore, I believe that promoting hybrid rice technology can not only alleviate the food problem in Middle Eastern Arab countries, but also strengthen cooperation with China and further promote regional sustainable development. It is an efficient and feasible scientific technology. That's all my opinion.
Yeah, I see your opinion. That's a very comprehensive answer, Xu Hao. The solution you provide is hybrid rice. You have proven that this technology is the most suitable from three perspectives, namely technological level. Hybrid rice technology has been proven that it's very mature. Diplomatic level, Arab country have very good relation with China, and China is the patent country of this technology. The last, the food culture level. Rice is suited for Arab food culture, and that's good. Okay, the first two panelists both provide a detailed explanation on how to solve Arab hunger by increasing the country's food supply. However, no matter how much food they have, people who live in poverty still don't have enough money to buy food. And Mr. Song Zhuoyang, I see that you have noticed these issues. Your research direction is social protection. Can you please provide us with some solution to solve this problem? Mr. Zhuoyang?
Okay, Dekai. I think in the short term, we should provide emergency assistance to the most vulnerable populations through cash transfers and food subsidy policies. For example, cash subsidies based on income levels should be provided, along with emergency cash support for those increases. At the same time, it is important to keep basic food prices low and provide nutritional meal support of vulnerable groups such as children. In the long term, social protection should be integrated with agricultural policies. By enhancing food production and agricultural technology development, we can address hunger at its root. Additionally, through public works programs, job opportunities should be provided to unemployed groups, helping them ensure basic livelihoods while also improving infrastructure and agricultural production conditions, thereby breaking the cycle of poverty. That's all.
Okay, very good. You have considered both short-term and long-term plans, which is very comprehensive. However, as we all know, the demand of food in the Arab region is very high. You know that? There are many people in starving, but the resources are limited. I would like to ask how to do the resource allocation when the funds are limited? Mr. Zhuo Yang.
Okay. I believe limited resources should be prioritized for high-risk areas and vulnerable groups, while making the social protection system more efficient to maximize the impact of these resources. First, funds should focus on high-risk regions while hunger is most prevalent, such as countries affected by war and natural disasters. Emergency cash assistance and food distribution should be provided to help displaced populations meet their basic needs, thus quickly alleviating hunger. Secondly, priority should be given to vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and people with disabilities. Malnutrition has a significant impact on children's growth and development, while the elderly and disabled individuals face mobility limitations. These groups are more reliant on social protection, so we must ensure that their basic food needs are met. Finally, the social protection system should be made more efficient. This can be achieved through targeted food subsidies and cash transfers for individuals, ensuring optimal resources use. Additionally, establishing public nutrition programs can provide healthy meals to those in need. By centralizing distribution, resources can be saved, avoiding duplication of efforts. That's all.
Okay, excellent. You have also considered this issue from many ways, whether it's long-term and short-term development or the location strategies. A good social protection system can indeed help those who need food the most to have food and help the poor people escape the hunger. Thus, it can improving the hunger situation in the Arab countries. Finally, let's focus on the Mr. Guo Jiaming. Mr. Guo, your opinion is very innovative and creative. Can you introduce your views on hunger in the Arab region based on your opinion, Mr. Guo?
Thank you for asking. The Arabic region is being devastated by war and the food is becoming increasingly scarce. Honestly, I think solving hunger in the Arabic region goes beyond just thinking about the food. It's about focusing on the people and their needs. First of all, we have got to respect their food culture. Providing healthy food that fits their fictions isn't just thoughtful. It's made the aid more effective because people are more likely to accept it. And next, it's all about empowering communities. If we help them to grow their own food and teach skills to become self-sufficient, they won't have to rely on outside aid as much. It's not just a quick fix. It's about helping them to build a better future. And finally, fairness really matters. We need to make sure the most vulnerable people like women, kids, and refugees are prioritized, and that the food gets to the right people in a fair and transparent way. So yeah, to me, some of the problem in our region isn't just about today. It's about setting them up for a stronger and more sustainable future. That's it.
Okay, you mentioned that respecting food culture and providing halal food is one of the key solutions to solve problem. But just as I mentioned in the Zhuo Yang's opinion, the resources are limited. So, in your opinion, how to balance the contradiction between cultural respect and limited resource in the cross-cultural systems? Mr. Guo.
That's a good question, and it's definitely a tricky balance. I think the key is to prioritize where cultural respect makes the biggest impact. For example, in our Arabian region, providing halal food isn't just a tradition. It's about ensuring the aid is actually usable and accepted by the people who need it. So even with limited resources, focusing on culturally appropriate solutions can actually reduce waste and improve efficiency. At the same time, it's about being creative with the resources. For instance, instead of importing expensive, had food, we could work with local suppliers or communities to source and prepare it. This way, we are respecting the culture while also being mindful of resource constraints. It's all about finding that middle ground where it is both effective and respectful. That's all.
Okay, I understand your point of the view. So I would like to ask, as we all know, there are many fields included in the humanities. What is the most urgent humanistic problem that needs to be solved in the urban region now? Mr. Guo.
Honestly, I think the most urgent issue right now is stopping the conflict. Wars and instability are the biggest reasons people are hungry and displaced. Without peace, it's almost impossible to get food to those who need it or help communities to rebuild. If we can stop the fighting, everything else, like food programs and long-term solutions, will actually have the chance to work. Peace really has to come first. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Your opinion is very detailed about and pay attention to the area that we may not have noticed, such as war. If war does not stop, any solutions are ineffective. And when we help the other region, we should respect its culture and religion traditions. These are often overlooked but very important issues. Okay, we already know everyone's ideas. We discussed the feasibility of import and export strategies from the perspective of resources and transportation. And we also, through diplomatic technology and cultural consideration, we have come to the conclusion that hybrid rice can be introduced as a very suitable technology into the urban region. We are also considering ways to solve the problem of hunger by helping the poor people through the social protection from the society perspective. Finally, from the humanistic perspective, we conclude that if Arab region suffer from war for a long time without human rights, then no solution will be effective. Okay, I think everyone has provided very suitable idea based on the national condition of Arab region and has given very good solution from many perspectives. Excellent job, my dear brothers. That's all of our panel discussion. Thanks. Okay, Professor.